Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a sketchbook tour for my most recent sketchbook. This sketchbook was started September 1st, 2021 and ended March 1st, 2022. So it is all ready and prepped for you guys to see, and I'm super excited. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so this is the cover, obviously. I have a video about making this cover if you're interested. I'll try to link it down below if I remember. Yeah, so first page. This is my start and end date, September 1st and March 1st. Very nice. And then I also have the thumbnail sketch in here for the cover. As you can see, it's not much of a thumbnail sketch, just like the vibe I wanted. I put my name and like phone number and stuff in here just in case my book ever got lost. This has never happened to me in my 17 years of life. However, it's still something I do at the beginning of all of my books, even though it's literally never happened. Okay, so on the first page we have a sketch for a big watercolor painting that I was working on. No, I never finished it. I did all this work gridding everything, and then I couldn't figure out how to put the grid on the bigger paper. It's a little embarrassing. And then so this is like the first like art piece in here. Yeah, so this is, I'm still really proud of this sketch. It's a little messy now because of the graphite next to it, but I think it has a lot of form and a lot of like good definition in it. Face. I really like this style, and I think it really sets the precedent for what I wanted for the sketchbook. I really wanted to focus on complex silhouettes, as you can see here, and like just really different poses, a lot of them sitting on the ground, and like really getting a good understanding for anatomy and drawing people on site. Yeah, I also wanted to focus a lot on like having a lot of diversity in like paint and colors, as well as hair types and the people included in this book. On the second page here we have some interesting fan art, I guess. Still doing the same graphite drawing style. This is another graphite piece. I think the hands are a little weird on here, and it kind of looks like the butts in the front. It's weird. It was a weird, I don't even know. This is a skull from my anatomy class. We have a lot of skulls in my anatomy class because it is in fact a class about anatomy, and so I'll sometimes draw the stuff in there. I really like this piece because I think the hands are really well done. I just really love those hands. I just really nice, like bony hands. Oh my goodness. But also this piece is a bride from, it's like a Mexican Catholic wedding, and I just love it so much. I love the way the veil goes over the hat. I just like the flowers like on the dress and everything. It's like a different style. It's that interesting silhouette too. And there's like the complex pose with the hands there. This is the first watercolor painting in this book. I'm not a super big fan of it. It's not, like there's not a whole lot of detail to it, and I don't think it shows the vibe I wanted it to, but I really like the colors in it. These are some more like complex poses. It's also a more complex angle. You can't tell it's hard. I'm not really great at perspective. The idea for this is that like you're looking up at her from the ground, which is why the feet are so big. I don't think I was super effective in this, but I tried, and I think that's what's important. Friend's face on a bear. Yes. Okay, well the context for yeah, it's okay. This is some Bts Fan Art. Yeah, it's a Jungkook. I did it with gouache, but it looks really washed out, and I don't like it for that reason. This is one of the guys in my anatomy class. I have a couple drawings of him, especially in my other sketchbooks, because he gave me consent to draw him. This is a cat in a basket. This is definitely up there on one of my favorite pieces for this sketchbook. I just really like this cat in a basket. I didn't even paint the basket. Whenever I'm reposting art, it's always this cat piece because it's like kind of cosplay, I think. And I like drawing cosplayers. I also like the pose. It was kind of fresh and funky. This is a thumbnail sketch for a background I did. This is another thumbnail sketch, and it's kind of gone to abstraction at this point. It's a fairy that I drew. I think this was also a cosplayer. I draw lots of cosplayers. I did this piece in a video. This is done like almost completely with like these water-soluble crayons. And when I first used them, it was like a review of them. I was like, wow, these are cool, but I'm never going to use them. But I use them all the time now, and I have like a bunch of them. I have a whole collection of these crayons now, and I happily use them all the time, especially in my bigger pieces. If you saw my thrift flip video, I use those crayons in it. This is another fairy. These are some rabbits I drew. These rabbit sketches actually got me a commission because one of the guys in my class has a pet rabbit, and he saw these and then he was like, can you paint my rabbit? And then I painted his rabbit and got money. It was great. Here is a little goat, a fancy goat. He has one of those Shakespearean fluffy things going on for him. Here is some more fan art, as you can see. I also made these stamps in class because we were learning about Japan in the stamp, so like for a more hands-on learning experience, she had us get these blick stamps, and then we carved into them with pencils. And so this is actually a fish with legs, because I've decided that's my channel mascot now. This is the girl from Squid Game that everybody was obsessed with for a hot minute. Yes. This is in pen, and then I keep printing these everywhere. This is a painting I never finished. It's kind of weird. It has the crayons on top. This is the underwash, and then I was gonna paint on top of it. Some weird stuff in the background. This is a fish. I got a crab wearing a cowboy hat. This is a duck that is wearing fancy clothes for a parade. And then I have more fish and jellyfish. So I know I was like, oh, it's going to be a diverse sketchbook with a whole bunch of stuff in it. There is a lot of BTS fan art. I apologize. This is a clown that I drew. I really like it, and it has the weird frilly thing again. I think I did good on the face and like capturing that. This is the silhouette of a dancer, because I like drawing dancers. And then I like this one because it's from like an upwards perspective, like you're looking down at her, and perspective is cool. And so I really like that. Not because it's like super detailed, but like I did a good job on the perspective. This is a cat sitting. More BTS fan art. Yes. But this one I actually turned into a painting, so that it doesn't count. I chose this one because I like the silhouette of it. I think it would add some different stuff into it. It's really emo boy. It's very pick me. It's nice guys always finish last kind of thing, which I don't stand for at all, but that's just the vibe it's giving. This is a self-portrait of me. Yes, that's me. It's my drawing of myself. Is a model I found on Pinterest, whom I really like. I think I draw her 2 other times in the sketchbook. I just really love this particular shoot that she did. It's just really nice. I love all the poses a lot, and she's really like lanky, And she's a really beautiful face, so you can just like, really nice to draw. And it really helped with my anatomy and my poses. Yay, now we're on to the fun stuff. I do like fun things. This is some kids at a vending machine. As you can see, they're like sitting next to each other. I like this one because it doesn't have a ton of detail, but it like looks like there is. And you can, like, it's kind of blotchy, but it still captured like the experience really well, and I think that's really awesome. But like, there's not actually that much detail in the face, but you can tell that that's what's going on. I'm really proud of it. This is a painting I did of IU. I really like the style for this one, especially like the way I painted the eyes. I think that's really pretty. This is another piece I did for the silhouette thing. It's like, wow, a silhouette, how nice. And I like the way I did the shading on like, with the blue on only some parts, because I didn't want to do like a full painting, and it like shows the concept, and the glasses are all cool. I like that. I painted some models up here. I really like the way this lady's belly looked. I thought it was pretty, so I painted that. These are IU's shoes when she's like doing some of the modeling for Strawberry Moon, and I thought it was pretty, so I drew the shoes because they were big chunky dad shoes, and she has like the cool socks. This was a historical painting that I was like, oh, I'll make it gay, but I didn't do the rest of it. This is a girl from Squid Game again. I didn't do her justice in this. I feel bad about that. This is also in gouache. This lady, I really liked her makeup, so I drew her. I also liked her hair. Yeah. And then I painted in the background pink and did some fun stuff to make it a cooler spread. This is the same model that I drew earlier. It might even be the same exact pose. Yeah, it's the same pose. It's the same exact photograph. I think I did better on the first try though, honestly. That's funny. It's literally the same exact drawing. How hilarious. This is Jungkook again, just living his best life out here. This was some more fun stuff with perspective. It's kind of like she's leaning down at you. I kind of think this was prep for my thrift flip video, which also has a girl that's kind of like leaning over in the same way and like showing that. So I ended up doing that. This is Hermione Granger, but like I wasn't just drawing from a photo of Hermione Granger. I was like doing the brain work with the thoughts, where I was watching it and drawing and piecing things together. This is a painting of RM that I did. I like the colors a lot. Yeah. I really like this one because of the silhouette and the entire vibe I've added. I just think it's really beautiful. I'm really proud of this piece. This is also in gouache. These are all in gouache. I just really like this. I think I did a good job. And you can kind of see like the texture of the clothes she's wearing. It's like a little transparent, and it's like so nice. These are both done in paint pen. I like the weird little textury stuff I did with this. I think it looks cool. This is also done in the paint pen, and I really like this. Just like the pose I really like, because I like drawing people sitting down and like hunched over, and like, yes, I feel like it's pretty candid, and I like the style I used for the eyes. Like, I really like, I think I did a pretty good job on the face. Only thing I would change is I feel like this wrist is like egregiously small. Other than that, I really like it. I think I did a good job on that. This one I'm not as big of a fan about. I think it looked better before I added in the flowers. It's just kind of meh. I think it's funny. I think like the juxtaposition between the cute girl and then like the really mad cat was funny. Here I'm just working more with like fun poses and like my anatomy skills. I don't know if this really counts though because she's wearing that baggy sweater. Meh. I did that in class. I did this with my markers in class too. I just really like the pose and like she's kind of dancing and stuff. And it's like, did a good job. Just don't look at the hand. Even though I'm circling it and pointing at it, don't look at it. Yeah, this is more practice with nude models. Yeah. I really like the way I did this lady's face because I didn't have any of my paint with me. So I like did it with my markers and I think it looks good. I think it looks very good. And then I have more practice with hands and shadowing and stuff. Shadowing. Shading. I really like the pose I did here. I think I did a really good job like capturing emotion, and that's kind of, you're supposed to capture that from art, and like the way she's holding her foot and is like looking around anxiously with a cigarette is really good. This was more work with perspective. It's like kind of in a weird spot. I don't think I did a good job with it, but I tried. I don't like this. Here I was practicing with like lettering and fonts. I realize this piece makes more sense to my brain than to other people's brains. It's kind of like her hands are going up and she's like has hair in her hands. I don't think I communicated that well. Yes. This is more focused on perspective here too. And kind of looking at her from looking at her from above, and so like it gets tinier as it goes down. And that's the same thing here. It's like you're looking at this girl from down. And all of these I really focused on the silhouettes and like the holes in the silhouettes. Like really just like nice contour drawing. Like around there. That was a big focus for all of these. Here's more BTS fan art, but this time it's special because I did it in acrylic instead of gouache. This is Jungkook. Yeah. This didn't actually take that long. It's just, I don't know. It just happened really fast and it didn't take that much work, which feels surprising. I mean, when you get your proportions right, it's crazy how much easier things are. This is Hwasa from Mamamoo, and this is a broken, poorly done Mamamoo thing. I decided I liked Marble Hornets again 10 years later, so I went through that bit. Okay. This is more focus on silhouettes here and here. Silhouettes are banger, man. And here are some cats I was drawing because cats are cool. There was a bunch of silhouette drawings and stuff in here that I didn't like, and a self-portrait that I didn't like. So in true artist fashion, I covered it up. You can still kind of see little bits of it coming through. Like, yeah. This was fun to play with silhouettes with more than one people. Some of the, as we go further into here, there's more art including multiple people instead of just one people. This is my friend. It's a photo I took of her drawing. I'm working on turning this into a big painting right now. You can see that on my Instagram, and I have some reels about it too if you're interested. This is more work with silhouettes and perspective. Yes. Cool. Also kind of looking down there too. This is a cool stylized piece I did. So this is an unfinished piece I did. It's obviously two girls. Yes. Hanging out, smoking cigarettes. I don't condone the smoking of cigarettes, however, don't know, just a lot of the reference photos I like have them in it. Yes. I wanted to focus a lot on colors with this one. If I would have finished the piece, it would have been like a whole yellow, purple, green rainbow thing. But alas, I did not. Maybe I'll finish it on a later day. Yeah, here's more focus on like silhouettes and stuff, and yes. I really like the stylized, like the style on this girl's face. And this is like the thing, it's like most of these pieces have multiple subjects in them. So here we have more focus on silhouettes. Yes, here, love them, love them. And then here's a little bit more stylized work up here. Yes, and then here I'm playing with more anatomy and that kind of stuff. I never finished this. I don't plan on it. Yes. Sorry, I don't have a whole lot of commentary for these last few pages. My last few pages of my sketchbook usually suck. There's another painting of Jungkook. Obviously the subject here is mostly like the light. This is my first time doing watercolor in a long time, so it like kind of looks a little jank, but I like the colors I used, and it's kind of, I think it's interesting to look at. I would have made a couple of this, made it like a little lighter and less muddy, because I used like really thick graphite on this, really soft graphite, and I didn't erase any of it. I just kind of went in there, so it's kind of smudgy. And then nothing on the back page. But yes, this is my sketchbook. This is 4 months of work. Thank you for coming to my channel, and I will see you at a later date. Goodbye.